Hello everybody, this is Multi24 Gaming with Extreme Landings Pro, and today we will be flying the Airbus A320. And we are going to be doing a short requested flight by one of my subscribers, whom I know as Susan, but it's actually, apparently he uses his mom's account, and his name is actually Brian. We are going to Flight Simulator. This video is dedicated to you, Brian. We're going to reset to 0, and he requested that we fly from Denver to Colorado Springs. Now, you should see the comment on the screen. He basically, this is a short flight, exactly what we need for extreme landings. Otherwise, like a flight from like Dubai to Miami would be like a good 4 hours of watching me watch an autopilot fly, and with time sped up. So we're going to avoid that. We're gonna do a low failure rate as well as real situation for weather. Yep. Depending on the time. And we are going to take off. Now, I apologize right now. For the next week, I won't be able to upload due to the fact that I will be going on a temple trip for my church. So I'm the Latter-day Saints, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And so that's what I'll be doing for the next week, and it's going to be really fun, but I won't be able to upload for you guys. So, of course, I'm, giving you a last Extreme Landings video before that because I know how much you love it. So here we have our A320, our beautiful Airbus with its nice little, that's my favorite aspect of the plane, is the little, I don't know what to call it, but, coloration of the nose, maybe. But we're going to get these engines on. So, I forgot there's only 2 engines. Wow. Alright, let's get the left engine, engine 1 on. Okay. Getting this, that was a mistake, but that's fine. We're going to get them both on. So the engines are on, and I think we're going to spend this flight in the cockpit, just to make it a little more realistic. So here we have our Airbus cockpit. It is very Airbus-like. I know a lot of the Boeing planes have Airbus dials, which it can be sort of annoying to some people, but to me I don't really care, because this is not an uber realistic game. Flaps halfway down. As you can see, that's the flaps right there, I believe. I'm full throttling. This plane's a little bit difficult to take off. I have trouble with it because it takes off so abruptly. Alright, gears going up. Flaps are going up. And we are going to start turning in the direction of our location. Off to Colorado Springs from Denver Airport. As you can see down there, there's Denver. I'll switch to the outside view for you guys a little bit, so you can see, flying through some amazing clouds. Extreme Landings is getting better and better. Alright. And we're going to disregard FAA regulations, okay guys, so don't yell at me for that. Because this game is Extreme Landings Pro, and it is most definitely not a game we're going to cap off at about 6,000. It's most definitely not a game where you have to worry about FAA guidelines, because it is not a very realistic game. However, it's still a lot of fun to play, and we lost our radar. Okay. Alright, let's figure that. So the low faults included us losing our radar. However, we can still see our location on the map, so I guess my guy's got a bit of a GPS in there. So I'm going to use the autopilot to sort of shift over, and we're going to watch this thing until it starts going in the direction, or gets on the line more like. Now we're going to sort of balance it out. 194 seems to be working pretty well. Alright, so we are in our plane. I'm listening to the engines, and they seem okay to me. We're drifting off course a little bit. Okay, I know exactly the sound of an engine that's about to blow on you. And so whenever the engines start whining or getting a little more high-pitched, I get worried. However, our Airbus is looking very nice today. It is a bit of an older plane, but I do like the way it looks. It's classic jet airliner. So, yeah. The music in the back is a little dramatic, just for missing radar, but that's alright. Take a look around a little bit. So, yeah. We're in our Airbus. Thank you all for being here with me. If you've made it this far into the video, congratulations. I'm very proud of you. It's nice to know that I'm not just sort of talking to myself right now. As I definitely expanded upon in my Verona to Athens video, I definitely do appreciate your company, because right now I'm currently in a ironing room with my back propped up against a suitcase, and I feel kind of weird talking to myself, but I'm talking to you guys, so it's okay. So down there, I'm sure you will be seeing some of the Rocky Mountains. I'll switch to a different view for you guys to see better. These are the Rocky Mountains here of North America. I've been to the Rockies, and they're very beautiful. Big mountains, not as big as the Alps, but still pretty dang big. As you can see, a lot of the clouds are even right on the mountain because of how high the altitude is. But I've driven across the United States before, and it's definitely really cool to see how one country can have so many different, biomes and different, mountains. These mountains, and then the Appalachian Mountains in North America, Northern Virginia and Pennsylvania, going all the way up into Maine, and down into like the Carolinas and Tennessee. The difference is that these ones are way newer than the Appalachian Mountains, and they're way taller because the Appalachian Mountains, of course, have been subjected to much weathering. I don't know why I'm getting into this. Really, I'm just in a cockpit in an Airbus A320 in Extreme Landings Pro with really weird dramatic music playing in the background, and I'm talking about the Rocky Mountains in America. Alright, so everything seems to be fine. Like, engines are all fine, the oil pressure's good, or whatever that is, except the only thing is we just don't have our radar. Autopilot's pretty much got control of us right now. These are the landing gear. All the landing gears are acting as they should. I'm gonna completely pretend to know what all these buttons do. Let's see. Let's assign some buttons things. Okay, so these are the fire extinguishers. Wait, let's see if if they move when I. Let's go to 4. No. There they are. All right. That doesn't make any sense. What? Engine 1, engine 2. Does that say engine 3, engine 4? It does. That makes 0 sense, ladies and gentlemen. Engine 1, engine 2, engine 3, engine 4. The only problem I see with that is the fact that this plane, if I'm not mistaken, does not have 4 engines. It has 3 if you count the APU. And I don't know if I would count that as an engine. Alright, autopilot, you're going off. I was a little bit... wasn't paying attention too well. I'd say we've gone a little too far for a descent, so we're going to go past a little bit. I'm in manual controls again, so I'm going to be a little more careful, but I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to take a look and to see the engine panel. Okay, so we're going to hit this button, see if one of them comes undone. Okay, so no, nothing happens up there. But what does happen is I know that if I screw around with like the flaps and the air brake, I think the air brake might do it. Let's see. Let's look for air brake. We're listing a little bit. Whoa. Okay, so the engines work. Air brake. Oh yeah, that goes back. And then the flaps, of course. Yep, they go back too. I wish I could control them from here, though, like use my mouse. Alright, let's see. I think we're okay. Take a look at the airport location. Okay. We're going to start a descent. We're going to put the flaps down. We're going to do a little bit of a trippy landing. But nothing you guys can't handle after seeing my 4,000 subscribers special, which was when I blew up every plane in Extreme Landings at the time, which makes me remember something very important that has just occurred. I have hit 7,000 subscribers as of last night. So thank you very much for your guys' support and helping me get to 7,000. And we're going to keep going and keep trying to get to 10,000 by the end of the year. I don't know if I can make it. It doesn't help that I wasn't able to upload for so long during the move to Austria. But I'm going to do my very best, and whatever happens, happens. So, again, thank you all for your support. And we're going to land this puppy at Colorado Springs, I believe. I think it's, yep, Colorado Springs. Alright, we're going back. Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, good deal. Gear's going down. The flaps are all the... No, they're not? What? I swear I put them all the way down. Okay, flaps are all the way down. Go back, camera. This plane can fly at only 130 knots. It's just nuts.
500.
So whenever I try landing at, like, you know, Concorde speed at, like, 250 knots, this thing falls apart like a... I don't know, like a yellow-bellied salamander eating fried chicken on Easter Sunday.
100.
Please don't ask where that came from.
50.
Okay, full throttling it a little bit. Whoop. Okay. Alright, we want this to be a nice and smooth landing. However, it may not be so.
20. 10.
Good deal. Touchdown. Okay, we're full blasting our air brake as well as the reverse thrusters. And we've stopped. Ladies and gentlemen, we have successfully landed our Airbus A320 at Colorado Springs, coming from Denver Airport. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed our little talk while in the middle of a, 6,000 feet in the air in a much older airliner with 4 engine extinguishers for 2 engines. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.